Hey everybody, I was getting together a kit to do some plein air painting out here in my yard. I've got a plein air easel that's not here yet. It'll be here probably, tomorrow or next week. And then I got some Sennelier paints that I'm going to kind of review right now. What I'm finding out about them, and because I've just been playing around doing a lily, just a quick sketch to see how the paints went down, and in my Grumbacher watercolor sketchbook. So before I put it on better paper, I kind of wanted to see how the paints mixed and what my colors I had available to use were. So I'll turn the camera around and we'll kind of go over this and make some swatches and do some mixes. Okay, so I had these Sennelier paints that I purchased off of Amazon, and I heard on Lindsay, the Frugal Crafter, she reviewed these, and she had good things to say. They're a French brand, and I've used them. So, and I've used them several times just to get the feel out of them, but it kind of been a while, so I decided to do a quick sketch in my Grumbacher sketchbook. And this is not finished yet, but this is after about 6 layers of paint. And you can see, it's not lifting unless I intentionally lift it. And, it really, I'm liking the paints. The only thing I can say about it is when I do a mix, like over here, if I went over here and say I wanted to get a little bit more of a, sappier green, I've got that. And if I want a springier sap green, and added some yellow ochre to it, it looks kind of like it's getting cloudy. So, but when I go on and test, it goes down pretty good. Now, keep in mind that this is Grumbacher watercolor paper. So, I might have had a swatch of arches. I do. So, if I put this down on arches, it goes down really good. It goes down really good. So let me try some Ultramarine. Arches is just the best watercolor paper. I'm sorry. I have not found any better. And then if I wanted to take some, I think this is Alizarin Crimson, and it just blends really nicely. So, the paper makes a huge difference. So, I'm just practicing my painting on this just to get the sketch and stuff worked out. Let's see how this blends. That might be Alizarin Crimson. So if I went here and put Alizarin Crimson down, I don't know. I haven't made a swatch for this either. So that's my bad. That's the first thing I should do. Here's I think a phthalo blue. It just does a whole lot better on arches. So what I'm going to do for this kit is to cut up some arches paper and put in there. I'm going to do my study in my sketchbook, and then I'm going to cut up some arches paper and put in my kit. And I think I am going to use this set, and because I think that they're nice paints. You know, I got some lemon yellow, gosh, I don't even have the names. I think I do in one of my sketchbooks, so I'll have to get that out. So if I did a wet and a wet, and went and got some, I think this is, that's Payne's Gray. I don't even think that there's a purple in here. That's black. That's raw umber. Oh, there's a purple. Oh, yeah. That's a really nice purple. And it just really does nice on arches. So I am going to, oh, see that? I don't know if you can see that or not, but how it flows really nice. Let me do it on the back. Let's do it on the back here, because I really love that purple. We could do that purple and that phthalo blue. So here we got the purple. And phthalo blue. And the purple again. Charge up a little bit of color. Let's see, and let it do its thing. Get some of that water out and spread that around. So, I like that. I think, you know, the key to loving your painting and for it doing what you want and what you expect is having the paper. Now, I do have watercolor cards that it's Strathmore watercolor cards, and I'm going to do a quick painting on this to see how they do on the Strathmore. So, oh, yes, I was going to mention this. And in my kit, I've got these Mimic Kolinsky travel brushes that I'm going to take and put with it. So, and I'm just going to keep that packed for when I am here at home and want to go out, because there's some real pretty things around here. and I want to get them documented because a couple of them are going. There's an old building, old barn that is going to be tore down, and I want to get it painted before it does. That's going to happen in July. So I've got these paint brushes, these travel brushes, and they fold apart into a long handle brush. Well, I'm not going to put the lid back on that because I don't want to mess up the hairs until it's wet. So it's got a size 4, size 6, size 8, and a size 12. So comes to a nice point. I'm going to push this up and see if it'll focus. So anyway, let's do another bookmark with this brush. It seems to be holding quite a bit of water. And let's do wet into wet. And we'll just do rainbow colors. So I'll go from the yellow to the orange, or it looks like a cad red light. Reds. Let's go to this. I'm not sure. I'll have my colors right the next time. Like a scarlet, and then maybe that seems like it has a little bit more orange in it. I don't know, but that's probably more like a true red. And then this is probably more like a, I'm going to go back over that. And then I'm going to get a blue. This is more like phthalo blue. And then we'll go green. Yeah, I like that. And that it on this paper, it just blends so nicely. So here it is on the other side. There's a little bit of space. So, but I'm not going to mess with it. I'm not going to mess with it. Because if I do, I'm liable to get blooms and stuff. So that's one of the keys. So in this kit, I'm going to put the Sennelier paints, and I'll provide links to the description and all these below. Here now I can put this. Oh, these don't have a hole in the end. Yes, they do. They have a little hole in the end, so they have a way to air dry. So you can put them up, put them back in, put your kit up. And like I said, I'm going to cut some Arches watercolor paper, probably into, you know, I have bigger sheets, so I'll probably cut them into, you know, 5x7 sheets or something like that for small pictures. I think I'm going to try to do the barn in a larger picture, like a 9x12. Pack some paper towel in there. I might pack this brush in there. This is a Minta Royal and Langnickel, and it's just like a scrubber brush or something like that. And I can take it, let me move this over. I can take it and wet it a little bit and then go in with it and lift. So I do like that. Like I said, I'm not done with this picture yet, and I haven't put my Sharpie tool to it. So I have a hard time yeah. See, that makes a huge difference. So just bring some light back to it. But I was just kind of studying it on this paper. I have a reference photo I took. And I was studying on this paper before I used some of my precious arches. But you know, the more I worked on this, the better I liked it. So you know, I think that I'll just keep on working on it, and see where I go with it. That way when I get my arches out, I'll know exactly what I'm doing, where my contours are, because this is like, oh well, if I mess it up, big deal. You know, there's some highlights in these leaves. So, you know, hope you like this video. I will leave affiliate links to the paints, the brushes, the paper, both this and the arches. And you know, this is a nice sketchbook, I think. You know, it doesn't absorb the color and blend as easy, but I like how these pages come out, and then you can put them back in. I don't know if you can see that. And then you can just snap them back in. So if you want to tape it down to a board or anything, you can. And if you like this channel, give me a thumbs up and like and subscribe and share my channel and share it with all your friends. I'm just learning how to get all this stuff together. I have had a lot of my stuff for a long time, but I've purchased everything with my own money. And, you know, if you stick along with me, and then you can find your path to happiness. If you like this kind of stuff, you know, because basically what I'm doing is I am creating my own happy journey. So, you know, stick around, like this channel, and we'll go on the ride together. So talk to you later. Bye.